you, got your eyes, got you trippy on them private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me in your child, and then won't lay it in, make me wonder who you might be playing with, makes me wonder who you think.
What is up, you guys? It is your girl Nakia Symone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing the girls how I got this really cute ponytail using no hair glue and these lightly curled bangs. It turned out really cute. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, make sure you keep on watching. Okay, y'all, so I couldn't find my scarf last night, so I had to use my daughter's stockings, but they did the job, okay? This is day 2 straightened hair. Ever since I cut my hair, y'all, I just have not been feeling it. I'm so used to having long hair, so I really never wear my wraps really long before I try to do something else to my hair. But real quick, in the beginning, initially, I was going to do a side part. So I kind of mapped it out just to see how it would look, but I don't really feel like it was given. Like, I kind of feel like I look like a little kid, but that could have been because I didn't have the hair on yet or because I didn't add the pieces into my bang. It just wasn't given. But leave me a comment, let me know down below if y'all think that I should do a side part next, because I do want to try and redo my ponytail maybe in a few days with the side part. But let me know what y'all think or how y'all think it look on me real quick before we get into the video. Yeah, see, I feel like it made me look really young, but not that that's a bad thing, but I wasn't really going for that look this day. So we just gonna go on and split that baby down the middle and get into the video. So I felt like that was a lot of hair that I had out, so I decided to do like a little part in my hair, like a triangle, almost like a little Dorito chip. Okay, I must be hungry or something. But anyway, yeah, so this is enough hair. This is how much I use for my bangs. So I just went ahead and put that in a ponytail and secured that away. And now we're going to use a hard bristle brush and brush this up into a ponytail. So we're going to start smoothing and molding our ponytail up. We want this to look really sleek and shiny and clean. So hard bristle brushes always get the job done. So I'm taking my hot comb. This is 400 degrees, I believe it goes up to. It's the golden hot one from the beauty supply. And I'm just pressing around my edges a little bit. I did straighten my hair really pretty good, so I don't really need to go in a lot with this comb, but I just want it to be as straight as possible. And once I straighten all my edges out, I'm going to go in with my Got To Be. Now with the Got To Be, it dries really fast, so I always make sure when I spray, I brush it with the bristle brush up and I kind of pull it back. So any edges or roots that may be curled, I kind of just pull it back with my hand, spray, and then blow dry. So that way it dries in the direction that I'm pulling it back, if that makes sense. And always make sure y'all pull out your edges or any hair that you're going to leave out, because once that Got To Be gets hard, you know, it's hard to pull that hair back out of the mold. So just make sure y'all pull anything that y'all are trying to lay down, baby hairs or anything like that, out first. But yeah, so I'm pretty much just going to continue to do this all the way around my head. Make sure you do the front and the back. I typically, doing my own hair, I always give more attention to the front of my hair than the back, but I did do this in the back as well. Okay, so now I'm just taking this wax stick and I'm pretty much just going to lay down any pieces that are sticking up. You know, when your hair is really straight, you tend to have those shorter pieces that kind of want to peek through. So this is pretty much to tackle those, and I just put this all around my head, the front and the back. And then I'm just going to comb it and smooth it into your ponytail. Now, as your spraying Got To Be and you're laying this on, you are going to have to redo your ponytail a few times. So don't worry about if some hair starts to come out or get frizzy around your scrunchie or ponytail holder, because you're going to redo this ponytail about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 or 5 times. Okay, and then I just take my hot comb and I kind of just combed over where I just put that wax stick. Now, I don't really recommend putting product in your hair and then going behind it and combing and flat ironing it, because it is very damaging. However, I don't do it often, and I typically take really good care of my natural hair. So do this at your own will, but I just like the way that it makes it look really shiny and it helps to mold my ponytail. So I'm going to go ahead and redo my ponytail again, and then we're going to start to braid it down and put our bundles on. Now, I do want to mention the more got to be that you spray and blow dry, the longer your ponytail is going to last. I don't like for my ponytail to be super duper hard. So actually, as you can see, any little sudden movement that I do with my hair, like if my nail attaches to it, it'll come out and I'll need to like spray it and got to be it back up. But the more got to be you put on, the harder your ponytail will be. I just don't like that look and I don't like the feeling of my hair being super duper hard. So spray as much as you want, depending on how long you want it to last. But okay, so now I'm gonna braid my ponytail. I'm gonna leave a little bit out. I used to braid it all the way down, but now I like to leave like a little fishtail. This is gonna help us to add our ponytail on without that glue, and you'll see why in a second. So I had to retire my old bundle hair because I had reused it too many times. So I went to the beauty supply and got this Outre My Tresses bundle hair. And it actually wasn't too bad. It definitely did the job. You know, it's been a while since I actually bought some hair from the beauty supply, especially bundle hair. Water tastes so much better in a wine glass with ice. I'm telling y'all, it was so, so good. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and untie this bundle. And normally when bundles are rolled up, you know, they come like doubled. I don't know how to explain that, but basically this is two tracks laying against each other. That's how it comes. We're gonna leave it just like that and take the end piece of the tracks and I'm gonna wrap it around my rubber band, as you can see, and I'm gonna put another rubber band on it. And we're just gonna put that little piece in the ponytail with our little fishtail from our braid. And that is going to be the starting point of our ponytail. Cool. So now we're going to take the rest of the track and we're going to start to wrap it around. Okay, no glue, no nothing, just wrap it around as tight as you can. It doesn't, you don't have to really stress it being super duper tight, but just wrap it around pretty good to where there's no spaces in it. And then I'm just going to grab a little bobby pin and we're going to put that bobby pin on the middle of the track. Okay, just put it straight down into the braid. I had to put this little emoji here, y'all, because when I bent down to get that bobby pin, I don't know, a little piece of nip came out. And yeah, so we had a little nip slip, but you just keep wrapping it around. Wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around until you get to the top. Okay, now when you get to the last piece, now I didn't wrap it all the way to the top because, you know, as you can see, it's still a little space there, but I'm just going to wrap this around the tip because I'm going to actually add another bundle. Now if you want to only do one bundle, you can. This actually was enough hair to just leave it just like this. Y'all don't worry about the hair coming out. You know, it, as long as you wrapped it around pretty good, it should be pretty secure. See, enough for me to go ahead and brush it and everything. But this actually was enough hair for some people to leave it like this. I actually wanted to go in with another bundle, so I started really low. But if you only want to do one bundle, just start a little bit higher on your braid. You know, so your fishtail should be up a little bit higher on your braid, and then I decided to take a scrunchie and wrap it around that hair that I wrapped around y'all, just to secure that. But I'm telling y'all, y'all's tracks will not start coming off. Don't be scared to put that hair in a ponytail. You'll be fine. This was actually pretty secure to not use any glue and only wrapped it around, and um, it worked really, really good. So I'm gonna take my second bundle, y'all, and I know I needed a little bit of hair for my bang, so I did cut a little bit of it off just for my bang, but the rest of it I'm gonna fold back up doubled the same way that the bundle comes. And again, I'm gonna take a little piece of the track and I'm gonna wrap it around the base of my ponytail, the very top of the ponytail. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap that around just like that. No particular form. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter because you're about to cover it up with the rest of your track. So I'm gonna put another ponytail holder over it. And I'm sorry about the lighting changing in this video. I do have to figure out the settings on my camera, but just bear with me. So after you straighten your hair out a little bit, just start to continue to wrap it around from where you left off in the middle of your track. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. By the time you get to the top, trust me, the hair will brush back in the way that you want it to lay. So just make sure it's not too many knots in it or anything like that, and continue to wrap it around till you get to the very top. All right, now you do want to make sure your last two or three wraparounds are neat. So try to fix the hair as much as you can, and make sure your tracks are laying even, and just wrap them around tight around that base. And then when you come to the very end of your last part of the track, just comb out a little piece. As you can see, I still have the track in my hand, and you're gonna wrap that around very tight. Spray your got to be on it. Make sure you comb it through so that the wraparound is really, really neat. As you can see, you see how the top of it is laying down. So neat. Keep spraying your got to be, keep combing it, making sure that it's neat. And wrap it around and spray a whole lot of got to be when you get to the very end of your wraparound, and blow dry it so that it's hard and it stays. Okay. Now for the rest of your ponytail, you can go ahead and clean it up, because I know for me wrapping that ponytail around, I kind of had a few flyaways. Just spray some got to be, take your rat tail comb and stick it under your wraparound, and it should lay all back down very neatly. And from there, you just comb your ponytail and you're pretty much good to go. Okay, and let's get to the bang. So for the bangs, I just used really small sections, really, really small tracks. Just take that little piece that I left out, and I sized it up to my part. I put a little tiny bit of glue on it, y'all. There was no way for me to put these bangs in without using glue. So for this particular portion, I did use glue. But I just used a really, really small amount because I knew I wasn't keeping this style in very, very long. Anyway, ponytails usually only give me about a good week. So I just put a really light amount of glue on it, and I made sure that I stuck it directly on my part and not on my hair. So that way it won't really do a lot of damage or anything. And I did about three tracks on each side, and that was enough hair for the bang for me. So three small, tiny tracks was enough hair for me to make the bangs. Okay, so once I have my three tracks on each side, really small, thin tracks, I just went ahead and parted it down the middle, trying to get my part straight. And I flat ironed my hair with the bangs to blend it all in. I didn't really have to do too much flat ironing or straightening, because again, like I said, my hair was pretty straight from my flat iron a few days ago. But for whatever reason, my middle part was not middle parting. It kept on like going over to the other side, so I had to keep kind of like straightening out my part a little bit. I probably should have put a little product on it, but yeah, so I took the scissors and I cut the bang just a little bit because they were just a little too long. Like I didn't want my spirals to be hanging down to my chest, so I just wanted them to go a little bit past my face. So I just cut them a little bit, and then I just took my flat iron and I just curled. I always curl away from my face. That's the easiest way to explain. But one little swipe and the spiral was there. I really love my flat irons. Like, oh my goodness, they always understand the excitement. But look at that, y'all. Two little swipes of the flat iron and the hair is curled. That's it. Now, I did realize once I watched this back, like, okay, I should have recurled the right side just a little bit more, but nothing in life is perfect, so we good. But yeah, I had to put a little wax on my flyaways on my part or whatever and flat iron them down because those little small pieces kept lifting up. But now we're gonna go to our ponytail and curl that a little bit. I just went ahead and put some really light layers in it. Um, I'm no expert when it comes to layers. I just went down the sides of it. I really wanted a shorter ponytail. I wish I would have cutted it. I wish I would have cut it a little bit shorter, like maybe to shoulder length or a little past shoulder length, so that way when I curled it, it was like right at the back of my neck because I really didn't like how long it was. But I did want to reuse this hair at least one more time. So that's why I didn't want to do too much cutting because when I wrap it around the next time, it may lay a little bit different. So but yeah, I would recommend if you do this style to not let your ponytail be so long. This was a 18-inch bundle. I really probably could have, or you know what, was it 18 or 16? It was either 18 or 16. I don't know. I'll leave it down in the description box. But I feel like I really probably could have got like a 14 and still would have been okay because we start at the bottom of the braid all the way up anyway. But you know, to each his own. So yeah, I pretty much just went ahead and spiraled the rest of the ponytail and I kind of cut a few more layers into it. I made sure that I sprayed got to be when I was curling it just so that it lasts a little bit longer. And then y'all take smaller sections to me because yeah. But anyway, I think it turned out really, really cute. I did, like I said, again, I went in and I cut it a little bit more because I didn't like how long the ponytail was, but other than that, it was pretty simple and easy, y'all. My ponytail was very secure. I know a lot of people are like, how did you not use any glue? But literally, I'm telling y'all that wraparound is pretty secure as long as you do it right. I mean, your ponytail should last just as long as it would with glue. You know, it's no need for the glue. And now for the finishing touches, I'm just spraying a little more got to be, just cleaning everything up a little bit. I then took my Ebon edge control and I went ahead and laid down my big old adult baby hairs that I left out. Um, I know some people curl them beforehand. I had already kind of put edge control on them, so I couldn't really curl them real good. But yeah, I just went ahead and kind of laid them down. I didn't really do all the crazy baby hair. I just kind of swooped them down and because they're pretty much covered anyway, especially the ones here under my bangs. So I literally just swooped them back into the ponytail and laid down my sideburns, and that was pretty much it. And just as you're laying those front edges, go ahead and do something to that kitchen. I didn't put no edge control back there, but I just put some cute little flips in them, you know, just to add a little razzle dazzle. And that was pretty much it, you guys. If you like this hairstyle, make sure you go ahead and put a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel, become one of the homegirls. Leave me a comment, let me know if you're going to try this style and if I should try the side part. And I'm going to see y'all in my next video, y'all. Bye, guys.